Peace. The problem with the word disability, they immediately suggest to an inability to see, touch, or walk, or many of the small things that we take for granted. And we too often underestimate the power of a touch, a smile, a listening ear, an honest word, an honest compliment. All those things that have the potential to turn one life around. But when we deny our truth, we deny our potential. Family, remember, plan, plot, pattern, position, and perspective will give you proper preparation and prevent poor performance. Come check your boy out, man. March 15, 2016, 1315 Laurie Avenue North, 515 until we close, until we done. How to turn your potential into performance. I'm going to talk about how to build on economics, how to get above the poverty line, how to be able to work for yourself and be able to get at least straight three of those things out of the 12 jewels, which is food, clothing, and shelter. Come holler at me. This your coach, Jwali. Peace, family. Good morning, too. Like me, my two grandmas, my grandma on my mom's side, my grandma on my father's side. My grandma on my mom's side used to always tell me, she always used the word, I can't afford it. She always say that. I want this, I can't afford it. I want that, I can't afford it. I want this, I can't afford it. But my grandma on my father's side, she always said, well, how can we afford it? So what had happened is, one, actually stop your brain from working when you say you can't afford it, because I immediately stop or focus on how can I get it, and the other one kind of make your brain work a little bit more about how can I get this product, how can I get this goal, how can I get these things. And one of the two main things I learned was from both of them very inspiring, but one was an older woman that raised in the farm and everything, and I had another grandmama that raised in a farm and was able to establish her own house and everything. But the same problem where they both fell in is that they both still in debt, because the middle class and the poor class teaches their kids different what the rich class teach their kids. The middle class teach their kids to go get education. Education is fine, education is good. But the thing with education, in the schools, they don't teach you anything about real estate. They don't teach you about owning homes. But they give you physical education instead. And be like, well, you can go here and you can get your physical ed and learn how to shoot a basketball. But ain't nobody teaching us in school about how to maintain rent, how to get into mortgage, and how to be able to put our funds together. So one of the things I want to let people know is easy to build a foundation. Very easy to build a foundation, because all you have to do is just achieve your goals and just know what you're working hard for and what you're working towards. Now, speaking of that, before I go into it further, we got three basic incomes. One of the basic incomes is earned income. The other basic income is portfolio income. And then the other form of income is passive income. Now, the earned income, what that do is that is a 50% of a tax that what we earn at our job, and they taxes. And the way they do their taxes, if they take $10 here, $20 here, whatever, it's still going to equal to their 50% between the state, the federal, the medical, and SSI or whatever. And then portfolio taxes is when people own real estate and houses and they want to sell their stuff, but they also get a 20% tax on whatever they sell. So anyway to go, the people still got their hand in your cookie jar. But the passive income is the income that what you invest into that don't get taxed. Meaning that if you invest into this car and you buy this car and you flip this car, that's cash money. That's no tax on it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, I prefer one to have passive income more than earned income, because the problem is in corporate world, what they do is they earn, they spend, then they pay taxes. But in the employment world, like where we are, we earn, pay taxes, and then we spend. So them two right there, you can look at the difference. If I can go to jail for not paying my taxes within 30 days, then that lets you know that I have 30 days to pay my taxes. But when we work in a job, they don't give us that option. I can't call them and say, hey, well, can I not pay taxes this check and pay both on the next check? They're gonna look at you crazy. But this is ways how they make their money, because the government need earned and portfolio income so they can be able to have enough income for the passive income. Because in 1971, the US dollar had became a currency. And that when Richard Nixon was in office, and he took it from the money, because the money was supported by the gold functions. Then when he turned to a currency, then it became unlimited. It's like giving someone who has a drinking problem unlimited liquor, or giving someone who has a spending problem an unlimited spending card. This is what currency do. It's an IOU, tennis, you know? So what that does is that we can't keep up with the money because the price of the dollar value go down. A lot of people can relate probably from what bread used to cost to what bread cost in the 90s to what bread costs now. The price of money is constantly dropping, and while the price is dropping, then you have a thing actually going up. The price is going up while the value of the money is dropping, and they call that an inflation. And meaning that we gotta be able to keep the poor, to keep them constantly working. Hopefully, we say 65 is the age to retire, but hopefully we know that they're not gonna live this long because of due to this food, this junk, not having medical, not having this, not having that. So they can work all day, then they die. We earn that money because the Social Security is a form of your money. And then on top of that, what they does is keep printing money, keep printing money. We put money in the bank saying save. It's no such thing as a word called save. Save is impossible because we can't keep up with the print of money that the bank is constantly printing every day, which is called a currency. It's a print note, you know? So we gotta say hedge. Hedge means more to invest into something, more so than saving. Because if I'm saving, what I'm saving for? Now, if I'm hedging, I can say, well, I'm hedging towards a house. I'm hedging towards this, meaning that it's protected through an investment. So once we learn how to use the different words, then that'll be able to liberate us a little better. Like, I never use the word wish, because wish means to wish something happened, you know, or basically knowing that it cannot happen, but you wishing it happened. Like me, I rather get the encouraged word as get well soon, opposed to I wish you get well soon. Meaning now, I wish you get well soon, if you die it's okay, but I wish you get well. Or you can say, get well soon, sound like some motivation. You can't die on my clock, you gotta get well. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about how we deliver our words, because how we deliver our words determine our future. Because we also know that going biblical in the Bible, it mentioned that life and death determines from the life of the tongue. So we got to be able to use that same energy and that same source we got to be able to put into the universe where it indicate attraction. So if you write something, and your energy is good, and their energy gonna feel it, then that's how two individuals